Well, all I'm thinking in my head is, yeah, I'm probably not gonna fill that out. I'll let her know if I'm coming or not, but I'm probably not gonna fill that out.
The RSVP.
The RSVP. Do you guys?
That's old school.
Do you, like, I don't know what it is about RSVPs. If there's one really bad quality about me, is that I never respond to
You
RSVPs.
just show up.
I'll let them know that I'm coming, but I just don't
I don't
fill
know that
out.
many people that like go to the point of printing it out anymore.
I don't fill out
No,
the
they go
paperwork.
to they go to
But do you
You go on the
always,
group text and like,
They get an
I'm
email.
coming or not coming, right?
yeah, that's the way we always do it. And
Right.
sometimes we have 20 or 30 people.
I'm not knocking her. I'm more knocking myself for being so ignorant that I kind of know that I'm not going to respond to this, even though I'm going to let her know that I'm coming or not.
I think you should hand that to Kate.
No, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm going to do. How do you guys handle RSVP? Do you always
It's
respond? Or do you-
e-vice I do every once in a while.
I'm not talking
Facebook
about. I'm
stuff.
talking about.
No, hard copies, no.
You don't do that. Do you?
No. If it's a wedding, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
How about you, Eric?
I mean, no.
Is it a guy thing? I think it is a
It's
guy
a guy thing. I just I don't
Guy thing
understand.
and RSVPs.
Yeah.
This is no disparagement to Alicia Clark. She's
No.
one of my favorite people.
No, it's quaint and it's an old way that people used to communicate and yeah, okay, all right, but I'm not into it.
She's really. I know, like her feeling about this. Like this is a huge deal. She's putting a ton of her and her husband Chris.
Right.
Her and Chris are putting in a huge amount of
Right.
effort into
Right.
making this a really special event for their daughter. 'Cause
Right.
they're great parents and everything.
Right.
And so I know like the process. They want to do everything like go through, you know, and go through the process of picking out the awesome
Right.
stationery and sending it out old school so that the daughter has a
Right,
great
right.
experience and a great memory.
Right.
Just from us guys' perspective.
But it's not just even guys, the way that people do things these days. They don't RSVP. They don't go out. They go out later. You know what I'm saying? They show up. It's a whim.
Oh,
There's so
parties are
much stuff
crazy.
coming at you. Like
Yeah.
go on Facebook and e-write and all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'll pick one that night and I'll go out. You can't judge.
Oh, you should. Yeah, but
Pressure of that.
when someone's paying for plates, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
You
a
need to let
wedding,
them
you
know.
have to do it. Okay.
No, but
you know,
that's
a
food,
party.
but you
it's
have to.
just food.
I'll let them
Gotcha.
know, but I just don't end up doing the paperwork.
Can we talk a little bit about technologies? Can we talk a little about technologies on this trip? Do we have time?
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, let's talk about his. First thing I want to do, because I think it's the coolest thing I've seen in forever. This.
There you go.
It's spelled ZTYLUS, and I'm imagining that they pronounce it stylus, so the Z. And I'm gonna do this for the camera. This is Eric's. Eric's got an iPhone 5S.
6.
This is a 6.
That's a 6. That's a small 6.
We all got sixes now.
Small 6. All right, so it's a small 6, and it comes with
Sounds
this.
like an Irish
it,
snowstorm.
it comes with this case, and the case attaches to this 3-lens system. And there's what does the FL stand for, Eric?
Fish lens.
Fish lens. Okay, so then you just do you have to rotate it or something?
Yep. Whatever's right there
Right
comes
there.
up. Yep.
You rotate it,
Yeah,
it
it
comes
snaps
up,
in.
and it snaps in. I don't know if you can catch this into there, and then you have a fish lens, and it takes really awesome photos. So then you can put that one, click it right back into the thing. You dial it over. What is CPL?
That's the solar.
Oh, that's a filter.
That's the
Yeah.
filter, right? So you can turn the filter and adjust it.
You could adjust the filter. Go another click right there. All right, there's that one. Goes in. And then there is the wide angle. It's just and the pictures. It's not. So you look at something like this, and it's made like out of aluminum or titanium, very lightweight, but it feels super sturdy. Built ruggedly, and it's not a gimmick in any way. It's we're gonna put a link to your buddy Slink is a rep for that.
His friend's a rep, and when I was down there, his Slink comes across stuff.
He's not a cute girl either.
You know, so to take it off, it's just that.
Oh my
Press
God.
one button.
And then
Done.
Technical difficulties. We have technical difficulties.
But that's why it's made out of metal.
Yeah.
And then it's got a stand that goes on.
Oh, it clips in there?
Yeah, there's a stand that goes in there, and then you can take that off, and put the stand back in.
ZTYLUS, and if Slink has a link that he wants to
Slink has a link.
Slink has a
And
link.
that sells. He should. That's
I'm
the
telling
website.
you,
Slink has a
see,
link.
you guys have iPhone. Well, he has an iPhone.
Well, I got
You
the
have
6S
Android.
Edge.
I bet you they make
You
it
know.
for Samsung. I'm not sure if they make it for LG G4 though. I'm hoping that they do, because if they do, I am 100%.
Well, just look at it, because I mean, from the time that we've been hanging out for 20 plus years hanging out with you, I've always been the one to have a camera. You know what I'm saying, around, even when we were younger. The video cameras, the still cameras, and how technologies have evolved to a point where it's just saturated. I mean, it's just the way that people talk now. So I mean, like you have like a GoPro technologies, which are huge. 5 years ago, hey, this and anything. But now you got
Eric, what was the stat you said that how many they sold?
Canons.
They sold 1.2 billion GoPro.
1.2
Which
billion.
a company that I don't think existed 5 years ago.
Didn't exist. The guy is the youngest billionaire in the world right now. The guy that founded that company, GoPro, and they've got like great articles on him. But it was the emergence of these new technologies and the way that people communicate that has changed the playing field. I mean, because we have a DSLR running right now, the full video rig. We got the cell phones. We got the GoPros. I mean, technology was just linked or connected.
I'm going out there on a thing and say I am not a fan of. I think GoPros are good cameras and everything. I think there are way better. There's better
Solutions.
solutions in that space for less money, with more features for less money, like the Sony action cams.
But then we talk about branding, and we talk about how much GoPro is recognized, how many attachments they have for it. Whether it's you can get these selfie stick like things.
Craig Kimberly has
you
probably
can get like gorilla grips, and you can attach these things on anything.
Craig Kimberly has a ridiculous amount of. This is really cool.
You attach it to anything.
Yeah, Craig has the 360 gimbal.
Yeah, the 360 gimbal.
You put like 12 different GoPros in there. And
Yeah.
it takes and then there's a program that
Stitches them together.
Stitches
So it's
them
called
together.
it's called bullet time.
and then
That's
you,
what it is.
on the actual website you can just scroll and
Yeah.
see any angle
Right.
of that video.
Well, they also came out with a new camera. I don't know if it's a 360 camera that sees like a fisheye, and it sees in every direction. So you can actually take it, and this is what's coming now. This is emerging technology.
They don't have it yet.
No, they do. They
No,
do. They've already
it
made
hasn't.
it.
It hasn't
We've
come
already
out.
filmed it.
No,
I'm telling you right now,
it's
we've
not for
already
sale.
filmed with
It's
it.
not for sale. I just heard they're waiting
Alright.
for it.
So
I
this
understand
camera I'm using a 360, and it's an eyeball, and it shoots in every direction. So you can actually take your cell phone and navigate. So I could look at you, or I could look at Eric, I could look at me, I could look at the room, and you could spin it around and see whatever angle you want. So if you were doing a podcast, you could see any angle.
Right.
From
While
that
the
camera.
podcast was
From
going
the
on.
one-
Right.
That would be really cool.
It's crazy. Like,
That would actually be a good use for it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to see three ugly white guys. it'd be
yeah. The Mortimer.
in more angles.
No, honkies.
Yeah,
Honkies.
Honkies.
Yeah, 3 honkies.
Yeah, middle-aged white guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Talking about
Stuff.
stuff.
There you
Stuff.
go.
Man stuff.
Man.
Yeah, no, that was shocking to see that, a stock could drop 90% based on, what did we figure
One
out? to be?
performance report.
10% reduction in sales.
Yeah.
I mean, and they still sold 1.2 billion. I mean, obviously the stock at 100 was probably, way out of line.
Right,
Because they
right.
don't have assets or,
Right.
they only have patents on technology, and that's actually a huge part of the political equation right now. Is
Well, when you buy it
patents
here and you ship it to China.
patents on technology. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it's just that. They're already in stores. Like, that chain is worth money.
Right.
That name is definitely worth
I
money.
will
But
tell
what
you
he's
this.
saying is, like, you take this camera, you can ship it to China.
You're talking
They're
about.
gonna rip it apart, change 2 things on it, and then put out their own version of this. Like, you can go on Amazon, you could find a version of GoPro that's not GoPro.
Yeah,
Do they talk about it? No.
for a quarter of the price.
One of
Yeah.
the patents that are pending on the iPhone 6 will not be issued until the 7 comes out.
Okay.
Like the technology patents, are changing so fast
Yeah.
that by the time all these companies fight with their lawyers to see if one microchip is that much different than a microchip.
Right.
Not just the government, but the companies have spent millions and millions of dollars, and then there's been counter lawsuits. I'm gonna counter sue, you sue, and you're counter sue.
Yeah.
All this fucking mumbo jumbo to fight over technology that will be obsolete by the time the next one comes out.
Well, there was a booth at the CES show last
I
year.
want one of these though.
Where they did a knockoff of a brand, and when they showed up to sell their product, the booth was shut down. The feds came in and shut the booth down, and told them, "Sir, here you go. You know, we're taking you to court because you violated, you know,
You're talking about GoPro?
intellectual property."
GoPro?
Not GoPro, it was another company, but it was at CES. It was a big article. I can Google it here and I can find out what it was about. But
There you go. What's on tap for today? Podcast number 2. What are we doing today? Beach?
beach.
Waiting for the sun to come out.
Well, it's 9:30, and you got to be there. Okay, so if you're gonna go to the beach, you're gonna do these things. You need to be there by like 10:30. You can't show up at 12 o'clock like these 3 jamokes that you see in this video right now.
Why? Do we have a bad time?
Because you
yesterday?
can't get a spot. You know, it's
We
like
got-
we got the last spot left at Luna next door to Sensei. It's not advised. You know, 10:30, time you want to get there. You can nap on the beach. You know, you can recover there.
There you go.
You know.
Alright, we got our exit music going. There we go. Pliacast number 2, 2 years later. If we're on pace, another 2 years we might put out another one.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Don't screw it up.
There you go.
You know.
Everybody have a good day.
Peace.
Peace of the East.